guys, it's Caleb with Rokblokz again. Today we're here with the 2018 Tiguan. This is an R-Line model. Our mud flaps will fit all models. I'm going to show you how to install them today. What you'll need is your mud flap, supplied hardware. You'll need a Phillips drive screwdriver and a Torx T20 drive, and a level will help. You can just eyeball it if you want, but if you want it perfect, a level is a must. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and remove these two OEM screws. They are the Torx T20 bit. Alright, now that you have the factory screws removed, go ahead and locate the spacer that is supplied with your kit. It will say up, and you just mount the up direction that way. So we'll go ahead and get started. Take one of your screws and a washer, and we are going to actually start with the bottom hole. So go ahead, get that screw started. Just a few turns for now. We will take that spacer that we were just talking about, place it upwards behind the flap, put the screw through both of them, put it up, and then you want that just sitting on the inside of this lip, so that way it's not on top of it, but just right up alongside it. That will help keep the flap from rotating inward. So we'll go ahead and screw that in. You want to leave it loose, so that way you have adjustment. Now that we have you on the other side, you can see with that all the way in, the adjustment all the way in, it's very minimalist. You still get awesome protection. So you get from clean to extreme just by adjusting it out. And yeah, so once you find your liking, just go ahead and tighten those screws down. Alright, to go ahead and get started on the rear, you want to go ahead and remove these two OEM screws using that Torx T20. Those removed, there's the rear flap to be installed. We have this tab that goes ahead and locks it onto the inner liner so you don't have to drill through it. It says bend me. You will want to bend it over towards the textured side of the mud flap. You want to bend it down about 90 degrees. And then the little tab inside it, you want to bend upwards. And that will just lock on to the inner fender liner. So we'll go ahead and show you that now. So now we're going to go ahead and install that portion of the flap first. It just goes ahead and hooks up on top of this fender liner, like so. And then you can come back to the side and install your screws. Now we're going to go ahead and start with the lower hole. You'll take your bracket and place it where it says up. That'll be your top hole, like so. We're actually going to place that behind the flap. Start with the bottom hole, just screw through, put the spacer on. We'll go ahead and align that with the bottom hole. And just get that a few turns in. Again, you will have to swap to your Phillips drive. We'll go ahead, get that a few turns in, and then move on to the top hole. So you want to adjust your spacer and get it aligned with that. Get it in there. Go ahead and get that one tightened a few times as well. Okay, so with this one, your inner mount will slide on that fender liner. It will slide with the rest of the flap, and so you can adjust it just like you do the front. And once it's adjusted, you can go ahead and just tighten both those bolts down and you're good to go.